Offer link chain. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. In amongst the stuff that's going right and wrong, specifically wrong, there's a lot of people that are unable to vote at the moment. It's something that's noted. Kabam have to get it sorted. Unfortunately, I don't think that this is good at all. Especially when you think there's a lot of lost selector votes that are currently, well, yeah, people aren't able to vote at the moment. That's a problem. Anyway, this video is not about that. It is about the Omega Days chain that we were going to be focusing on. But I thought it's of note to mention that Kabam, I think they're pretty much aware of what is going on at the moment. And where are we up to? Yes, it is. It has been. Kabam are noticing it at the moment. And I don't know if this is affecting any kind of like votes elsewhere. Other champions are affected by it. Either way, Kabam are closing a few threads on the matter. So, will you be able to get your votes in? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to like retrospectively give you more objectives, but there's a lot of votes lost. You know, currently whilst I'm recording this video, Wolverine X23 is on 20 mil, and Rogue is on 19.2 mil. So a fine margin there between those two specifically leading the head. Jubilee's on low votes, man. Anyway, it's not about this, right? The main focus is the Omega Days or Omega Chain, but I thought it was important to note that Kabam are aware of it, but I don't know to what end they're actually going to get it sorted for you, the player. Like, they're not going to retrospectively give you those extra things, which is a problem because you're losing units. Depending on how Kabam answer against what's going on, I might do a follow-up video tomorrow morning. I may change my schedule of things to kind of to put that in. Maybe we'll do that as a fresh video on Saturday morning for you. But yeah, that's where that's up to. Not good. Really not good. That's lost. That's going to lose people units. There's a strong chance you're going to lose units because Kabam can't fix these objectives for you. They have to retrospectively give them back. Anyway, we've got to move on to another topic. That topic being the Omega Days chain offer. You can get some free crystals, and I guess that's one good thing. It doesn't give Kabam a buy to say, hey, you're okay, Kabam. No, you do silly things, like bugged stuff. A lot of stuff, just like, if it's not bugged, it's not Kabam. Anyway, if you're Thronebreaker and upwards, you get access to this particular event. There is going to be, as you said, special crystals, but you need to spend units to go from chain to chain to chain to chain. And at the end of it, you do get the option of getting a 7-star version of Omega Red, Omega Sentinel, Corvus Glaive, Longshot, Quicksilver, or Mole the Man. Right? So, it's an option of an interest for people, and those that are lower, you'll get either 6-star Hero Crystal Shards and complete the chain to get a 6-star Nexus Crystal. And depending on your progression, it's either going to be good or bad. You can see it's on screen right now. If you're looking at this from, I'd say, a Thronebreaker perspective, because most people that would be what I'm talking about now are going to be associated with the being a, get your words out, Rich, Thronebreaker and upwards. Ugh. God, thinking about these things. So if we take the deals right here and we kind of do the math with it, it should look a little bit like this. We go 1,000 for one. You then go 2,000 for the next. You then go 1,000 again. You then go 2,000 right there. It then gets you to 6,000. And then the final one, because we can do the math and we see it visually, is 11,000 units. 11,000 units for a 7-star to select, and of course we know the selection options are going to be Omega Sentinel, Omega Red, Corvus Glaive, Longshot, Quicksilver, and as we said, Mole Man right at the end of it. I don't know if I overly recommend this. If there's a specific champion in that selector you want and are willing to spend 11,000 units for, hey, all the power to you if you want to do that. But from the general perspective, I think you can get it cheaper. I'm just trying to remember back when it came to those specific 7-star deals that pop up. You know, the ones that come up from time to time. I might actually try and see if I can find one at the moment. Okay, turns out I count. So like, correct me in the comments about this. I feel off the top of my head there were about 8,000 units per time when they pop up. Like, buy this champion or that champion. Occasionally you get it in game, like a message thing. It will say something like, get this champion, or this champion deals. Like if I go into mail, and I don't know if my mail kind of stretches back that far. No, I don't think it would do to kind of have a specific champion. Yeah, it just comes out, it's either one or the other type options champions. Unfortunately, it's expired in that time, but you'll have a choice of 2, and you've got to spend a certain amount of units in order to get them. I think off the top of my head, the 8,000, which would make this kind of different. Not a good way or a bad way. At least you get a chance to select one of the 2 champions you may want, or so one champion you want. I'm not saying that all the other ones are going to be great for you. You might want a 7-star Mole Man. You might want to get a 7-star Mega Sentinel. You might want a 7-star Mega Red. Either way, I don't know if I personally see it as good value at 11,000 units, especially if you're Valiant specifically, and of course if you're lower, then probably, well, if you're a Thronebreaker for the very first time, looking at a deal like that and going, I can get a 7-star, 11,000 units, if you've got it and a ton of units, then maybe, but I'd say, again, no. Now, those 11,000 units could be better spent in other areas, or even waiting to July 4th deals to getting some good stuff from that one for a minimum amount of... minimal amount of spend, a fair amount of spend on stuff. Anyway, or getting a load of stuff on Cyber Weekend. Let's just finish off the video with opening up some of those crystals. I can't remember where they are. I'm gonna have to find them again. There we go, Omega Chain. Unfortunately, with this, you do have to go like to one place, open it up, and then come back again, because that's, you know, that's how it rolls. So you have to kind of scroll through. You gotta find the thing, which is there. There's the first one, and okay, 5. Okay. Oh, 6. Oh, they skipped over to 6. Oh, okay, cool. Free ISO. So thanks to Kabam for the free ISO. They are Paragon crystals. They aren't Valiant crystals. That's something you have to consider. And then the other thing will be to grab. You then go back again. You then click the Omega Chain. You then grab the free ones, and you get 2. And I'm not repeating that process again. But then it's like buying that one and going through. As you said, 11,000 units. Would you want to do it? I don't think you will. I don't think you can handle it. So let's just kind of get these open to finish off the video. So first one. I don't know why I did that. I should have just popped them. Let's pop the last one. I can't. I know these are just going to be trollish in any case. You could get from the Omega Crystals, these Paragon ones, some, I don't know, 7-star for your trouble. There we go. That's as much as you need to know about those crystals, the luck and other stuff. Anyway, that's it. Me done cracking Grommet, and check out content-y stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for fresh content, unless Kabam break the game any further than they are right now. Goodbye.